इंटरनेशनल सेंटर में SAMHiTA द्वारा आयोजित पांडु लिपियों की प्रदर्शनी में अपने संबोधन के दौरान 18वीं G20 शिखर सम्मेलन को सफल समापन की याद दिलाई।
An era of certainly of economic rebalancing, which is actually how the G20 itself came about. We are in the midst of a political rebalancing, and when we speak about reform of the United Nations, etc., that's one aspect of political rebalancing. Today, we are seeing what I would call a return of history. The more today India goes out in the world, the more we connect with other countries, the cultural factor always comes out. I was myself a few months ago in Zanzibar for the inauguration of the first Indian Institute of Technology outside India. And again, when you go to Zanzibar, you know, the Indian, the sort of, you can see the connections with India in so many ways. I mean, it's partly there in the people themselves, it is in the tangible culture, the intangible culture, the history, the habits, the customs. So here again, I think what awaits an India which is going to be, will have a larger footprint, which will have deeper connections, which will have more activities, is that there is an underlying foundation of culture that can be used today to actually build, or I would say even rebuild more modern relationships. And that is something, you know, it could be the Gulf, it could be Iran, it could be Central Asia, or it could be equally Southeast Asia, where many of us have probably greater experience and exposure. Now, while I have spoken about appreciating traditions and heritage, I would also like to make the point that today we are seeing what I would call a return of history. A return of history in terms of a civilizational state, India, expanding its influence, increasing its weight in the global order, building many more relationships, taking on more responsibilities. And all of this, we've had an era of certainly of economic rebalancing, which is actually how the G20 itself came about. We are in the midst of a political rebalancing and
चाणक्य न्यूज इंडिया लाइव टीवी को आवश्यकता है उत्तर प्रदेश, राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश के सभी जिलों में जिला ब्यूरो हेड व रिपोर्टर की। संपर्क करें 9643761495 www.chanakyanmedia.network.com। रजिस्टर्ड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, CMN मीडिया PVT LTD। अब आप अपने चहेते चाणक्य न्यूज इंडिया को जल्द ही देख पाएंगे जियो टीवी, एयरटेल एक्स स्ट्रीम, रॉक टीवी, ई-बाबा टीवी और बहुत से लीडिंग OTT प्लेटफॉर्म पे। चाणक्य न्यूज इंडिया से जुड़ने के लिए संपर्क करें 9643761495।
खबरें जो आपको सीधे जोड़ती हैं हमसे, जिनका आपकी जिंदगी पर होता है सीधा असर। खबरों की वही तस्वीर, बिना बदले, बिना डरे, जज्बा सच का लिए, सच दिखाते हैं हम।